Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a really big piece of collaborative tech. It's the PureLink COLLABORA-8-4K. That is a mouthful. An 8-source 4K multi-viewer collaboration hub. So our mission today is to get past the marketing and really figure out how this thing solves some real-world problems. Information overload, the whole who has the right adapter dance. And it's a premium device. We're looking at a price tag of $3,189.99. So, what exactly justifies that?
Well, I think the answer is right there in the name, is the 8-source part. Being able to display up to 8 sources at the same time, that's the game changer. This isn't just about sharing one screen. It's about creating this visual context. You can see multiple data streams side by side. It makes decision-making, just faster.
So it's a kind of chaos management system, and that really has to start with connectivity, right? This thing seems designed to kill that awkward 5-minute wait while someone fumbles for an adapter. It's all about bring your own device. Just looking at the wired options, you've got 2 HDMI, a USB-C, and even a VGA input.
Right, and that mix is very intentional. It's about guaranteeing a connection no matter how old the room's infrastructure is.
Yeah.
We might kind of laugh at VGA in, well, today's world, but a lot of universities or older institutions still have it.
Okay, that makes sense. So what about the wireless side, for people who just refuse to plug anything in?
It's got maximum flexibility there. You have Apple AirPlay for your iPhones and iPads. Then there's Google Miracast, which covers Android phones, Chrome devices, and what I think is key is the USB dongle for laptops, for Windows and Mac. You can have up to 4 of those going at once.
4 simultaneous wireless laptop connections? That's a lot of incoming data. And the inputs can handle it. I saw the specs mention 4K.
Yep. The 2 HDMI ports and the USB-C all support up to 4K 30 input. And even that old VGA port can still handle a clean 1080p 60, which is perfectly fine.
Okay, so getting connected is sorted. That's one thing. But if you have 8 sources, how well does it actually display them? Let's talk performance.
Performance is absolutely critical here. It has dual outputs. Your main HDMI 1 output is a full 4K 60, and then HDMI 2 gives you a separate 1080p 60 signal.
So you could run the main presentation screen in 4K and maybe send a simpler feed to a recording device or an overflow room?
Exactly.
They also talk a lot about seamless switching. How seamless is it, really, when you're mixing AirPlay, cables, Miracast? That sounds like a recipe for latency.
It is a risk, but that's where the engineering comes in. Seamless switching means you avoid that black screen, that awkward 2-second pause when one person stops sharing and the next one starts.
Ah, right. That completely kills the flow of a meeting.
It does. And in a high-stakes presentation or the big lecture, that's a huge benefit.
Which explains the target audience, then. We're talking conference rooms, big presentation spaces, and definitely higher education. I can see this in a lecture hall.
Absolutely. And control is just as important. For the user, you've got simple buttons on the front. There's also a web UI. But for the facility managers, the people who install this stuff, it has a LAN API and RS-232 control. That means it can integrate perfectly with say, a Crestron or Extron system. It's not some isolated box. It becomes part of the room's brain.
That integration must also be why it's TAA compliant, right, for government or institutional buyers.
Precisely. The TAA compliance just makes procurement easier for those large organizations. And on the tech side of that, the security is robust. For its Wi-Fi, which is 802.18 SWI, it supports everything from WP up to WPA2. That's essential when you're letting so many different devices onto the network.
So if we boil it all down, what's the big takeaway for you? It seems like the COLLABORA-8-4K is built for just immense compatibility, but it's designed so you don't have to think about it. The tech is supposed to disappear.
That's the goal. It's about enabling the collaboration, not having a conversation about the technology. Which leaves me with a final thought for you to sort of mull over. Given how this one box integrates so many wired and wireless standards, and we didn't even mention the USB A and B ports for peripherals, how does a design like this manage that balancing act between maximum open compatibility and the really strict network security that these environments demand? That tightrope walk is the real innovation, and at least you get a 3-year warranty while you're walking it.